Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is time for our Black Friday little mini release. Hey, so today I'm making a card using our snow globe dies, our Christmas Scenic dies, and also our brand new Christmas Blessing stamp set, along with this cute pad, paper pad, Recollection 6-inch Glisten and Glow. So you'll see that I cut down that piece of paper to 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card base. So, and I sort of selectively cut it so that circular element that's foiled, I can use on the inside of the card. So I'm going to add that to a paper tray ink white card base, 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches. Working on my Stampin' Up! Pad. Now this is real time. I did not speed this up. So I just wanted to show you, how long it takes me normally to make a card. This was an easy one. So I'm just lining it up. There you have it. I kind of had a hard time lining it up because of the white in the background. So, it's sometimes good to put it on a darker piece of cardstock and you can see how well lined up it is. Okay, now I'm pulling out black glossy cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. And I went ahead and I cut out our Christmas Scenic dies. And then I went ahead and I used our snow globe die to cut out the images that I wanted. You'll notice that I left the little camel head on the outside so it wouldn't cut off. So there you go. And now you've got a nice and shiny nativity. So I cut that white piece, that's the snow globe, out of just paper tray ink white cardstock. I cut out this little starry background from that same Recollections pad. And I'm going to stick that down with some art glitter glue along with some ATG tape there. I'm just going to run that around the edge. And then I'll line that up on the snow globe. I like this because it kind of looks like it's a starry background, right? Kind of pretty. And that's why I went with that Simon Says Stamp black glossy cardstock, because I wanted it to show up against that black background. So I'm just going to weight that down. And you'll notice that this is how long it really takes me to do this. Now remember, everything was already, pre-cut out, so that saves me a step. All my die cutting today was done with my Gemini. So now I'm going to add some art glitter glue right around the edge to my snow globe. And then I'm going to use some gold foil cardstock. It's actually almost like a mirror. And I can't remember the brand, but it's just that gold mirror cardstock. And I'm going to line that up using my reverse tweezers. And then I will weight it down with my acrylic block there once it's lined up. And there you have it. Okay, so there is that foiled element that says Merry Christmas, and I'm just going to line it up with a little piece of white paper that I already cut the circle out of. Now that circle is a 1.5 inch circle die. I didn't show you that. But this is how I do it kind of when I want to line something up perfectly. So I'm just going to line up that circle to where I like it. And then I'll add some tape to hold my little frame in place. And then I'll add my little die cut to the center because then it won't move around. It'll kind of lock in place. And there you have it. And I'm going to run that through my Gemini machine. Okay, so now it's cut out. And there you have it. So kind of fun, right? So now I'm going to add a 1-inch strip of paper from that same pad to the inside of my card, just with some ATG tape again. Now this is, like I said, really easy. So just to let you know, the reason why I'm not using the gnome dies today or the dies that go along with this amazing release is that they just haven't reached me yet. Once they do, I will do a release and review. I will put all the gnomes together for you. Canada Post has been holding me hostage with my shipments. This is just what's been happening lately. So there you go. So I had to get creative and pull out other products so I could use these amazing sentiments. So there you go. I'm just going to add the little Merry Christmas to the inside. That was just from that paper pad. And there you have it. And I'm just going to rescore that fold with my Teflon bone folder. So now I'm going to put together my little snow globe. So that gold foiled snowflake cardstock, I cut that out, with the base of the snow globe. And I'm just going to add that to the base. And you'll see the sentiment, "Oh, come let us adore him." And that will be going on the front. So I realized, geez, no, I got to add that, what's on the inside of the snow globe first before I put the base on. Mistakes happen, right? So I'm just going to use my art glitter glue and make sure I stick it all down. I really like this cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, that black glossy. Just looks great. And if you get any glue on it, you can just wipe it off with just a damp towel, which is quite nice. So I'm just trying to line that up. And you'll see that the little, muzzle of the camel is kind of peeking out past the snow globe. Because I didn't want to cut off his face, And there we go. And then now I'm going to add on that little base in a second here. Now, you could easily make this a shape card. I've done that in the past, right? But I'm going to be using this as an element on the front of a card this time. So I'm just going to line up the base. I really liked this cardstock, that silver foil snowflakes. I just thought that was so pretty. Just going to weight that down. Then I will add, isn't that pretty? I just think it's so pretty. There we go. And then I'm going to pop that snow globe onto my card base. So it's kind of easy, right? See, I'm just wiping off a little bit of glue. And then I'll add that sentiment, "Oh, come let us adore him." So that's just on Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock. So I'm just going to stick that down with my ATG tape. And you'll see this is my normal crafting speed, right? But like I said, everything was pre-cut. So, it's somewhat deceiving just because, I do have everything already at my fingertips ready to go. There we are. And then I'll add that to my card. So kind of fun. And like I said, pretty easy, right? So now I went ahead and I cut out that little star again in that silver or in that gold foil. So I'm just going to add in the center of that black piece that I popped out, just so that's, level. And then I'll have the gold star sitting above the creche there. There we go. And then I'm just going to add in the little gold one. Having trouble picking stuff up. Reverse tweezers are your friend. So is that little pickup tool, that embellishment wand from Studio Katia. I find it really handy. There we are. I'm just going to dab off the glue so I don't have any extra. And then I'll pop that on. Now, something that I don't show you is I do add the little baby Jesus's face, and I cut that out of gold as well. I don't know if it might not even be his face. It might just be gold around his head. It's hard to tell because this is a silhouette, but I do it just because I thought I should add that in. Now I'm pulling out Altenews Essential Black and White Enamel Dots, and I'm just going to use 2 of the stars to cover up those 2 little holes on that label for the snow globe. Now, you could have used brads. I was actually thinking of that, but I thought, no, I'm going to keep this nice and flat on the back, keep things easy. I'm just going to use a pen blade to pick them up, and then I'll add them. This is just very simple. And really, so my card is basically kind of tones of black, gold, and white. Some is, shiny versus matte, stuff like that. And there you go. So I just think it's kind of pretty, right? It's understated. And there you have it. So I've just got to stick that down. And then I'll pop that onto the card base. So, simple stuff. So yeah, so like I said, I was sad that I couldn't play with these amazing gnomes because, hello, how cute are they? Just too darn cute. And I think it's great to have some nice religious sayings to go on cards. I like the fun sayings too, but the religious ones are nice, right? There we go. So I'm just going to add that on to my card front. I'm just making sure it's straight. And like I said, see, this is how fast I craft normally. Normally I speed it up at 2 times. So that's normally what you're seeing. Now I'm pulling out Nouveau Crystal Drops in bright gold, and I'm just going to add a few little dots. Remember, you're going to want these warm, so put them in your pocket for a while before you use them. Make sure the nozzle is clean, and then go ahead and you can add them to your project. So I'm just going to add a few little droplets, sort of straddling the image, right? And then, it just adds a little bit of shine. And like once they dry, they, are a really nice little embellishment for your card. And I'm going to add a couple onto the shiny surface. So you're going to want to put this aside and not mess with it, right? And there you have it. I'll just pop my lid on. And there is your quick nativity card. A little nativity in a snow globe. You could have easily made this a shaker, but there you have it. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog. Be inspired, the Jaded Blossom store, to get your hands on some of these goodies. And I have 2 more projects to share, so keep an eye out for those. And thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you soon in the next one. Bye everyone.